Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Green Raven here. Alright, so, I've taken care of the little formalities. I've come up with party names. So let's quickly check out the town, and then we shall go on to our first real quest, shall we? We are currently entering Schickfriedhof. Nat, this is going to be a good German exercise for you. Read the names in the most surliest German accent you possibly can. Siegfriedhof. Alright, so, as I quickly mentioned, I finally got the little formalities out of the way. I finally named all the characters after everyone. I would like to thank Nat for helping me with that. If you happen to like your name, I'll personally take credit for it. If you don't, blame Nat. That's how the system works, okay? Me like, Nat hate. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna actually add one more name here. Okay, so let's go ahead and meet the crew. Alright, so short, bearded, short. That can only be all of our deaths. Death Trap for the beard, Dead Reaver because he's short and oh so tall, and Deathlock because why not? 3 for the price of 1. They will be playing our dwarf. Okay, next up is Leilani, the Wood Elf Watcher. This one's named after Slave, one of her characters, Leilani the Archer, so although she's human I believe, but yeah, whatever. You know what, I'm gonna give you a quick rundown of the actual character. How about that? Dwarves, Ironbreakers, you can pretty much imagine that they are just defense oriented. Just armor, more armor. So, yeah, and they get a shit ton of health. Okay, so anyways, the Elf Watcher, Elf Archer, she's not too bad. Obviously, as you can imagine, she mostly focuses on archery. She does have a few interesting abilities like self-healing and party heals. Oh, by the way, one quick thing I also want to mention, abilities here are random. So, like, there's a pool of skills you can get. It's not like, oh, you get to level 1, you get Fireball, level 2, you get Ice Ball, whatever kind of thing. No, it's like, every time you level up, you can get a random skill from for like a pool of certain attributes, so. She has a couple interesting ones. There's one where she heals herself. There's one where she can heal others. We'll see how this one develops. Anyways, next up is Tigsy the Beast, because if any of you know Tiggy, he's a mean, gruff, angry individual. The joke there is because he's so nice. But he has been going to the gym lately, so, you know, let's make him a marauder, shall we? Make him a barbarian. Barbarians, as you can imagine, pretty big on offense. He also gets multiple attacks. Like, he can go into a lightning rage fury thing, and he can actually yeah, there you go, berserk. Every turn he could just get extra attacks. Slave gets dodge. Well, they don't get anything just yet. Okay, anyway, this will probably be a long part because mainly of the introduction, so apologies for those of you who just want to get into the game. But, you know, I do think that way. Anyways, next up is Frosticulous Greymood. I'll give you a hint who that is. Everyone's favorite edgelord, Frosty. Frozen Shade. No, not Frozen Shade. Frozen Angel, who used to be Dracona Shade. Anyways, the Grey Wizards are an interesting lot. They get mostly dark spells, and they do have a good amount of healing spells. They're an interesting mix between light and dark. So who better to play that than Frosty? Now, next up, short, hairy, drunken, swears like a sailor. Only one person can fit that description. Paige. And god damn it, Paige, if you're not watching this video, I swear to God, I'll come down there and I'll rape your dog, I will rape your sheep, I will rape everyone, and I'll make you watch. God damn it, Paige, I really hope you come back soon. Like, honestly. Anyways, so yes, Vagina Testaboobles. She'll be representing Paige, the dwarf. This dwarf is the complete opposite of the traditional dwarf. He's more like the human marauder berserker. He mostly focuses on offense. Next up, we have RMX Padre. I'm quite proud of that one. Quite proud of that one. RMXP can be no one else but a priest, a battle-hardened priest, so I thought that was fitting. He's kind of decent at everything, to be honest. Not particularly good at anything, not bad. He has a set of skills, which are blessings, and they mostly buff, like the entire party. Like, increased health, increased offense, blah blah. The best one by far is an extra move per turn. So, yeah. Next up, we have the weird elf, Archmage. That can only be J Tennis. The Archmage is a little weird and quirky. Instead of just casting whatever you have, like whatever spells, excuse me, the Archmage alternates between offensive and defensive spells, and that's random, by the way. So, like, if you, for example, need to kill a target, and all of a sudden you switch to defense mode for whatever reason, yeah, it's a pain in the ass. So that's why I gave this roll to J10, just the weird, quirky chaos element. Again, it just ran, like, every turn, the Archmage would just randomly pick either offense or defense, whether you want it or not. It's not like you pick; it picks for you. It's just like random. So that chaos factor is what made me give it to G10. Otherwise, he's pretty solid. He has two good things in his offense and his defense of things. There's a mass group healing spell which heals everyone, which is absolutely amazing. I hope that we get this today, but in this playthrough. And Arcane Unforgiving, that attacks everyone. So I'm hoping that we get both. So in that case, J10 will rock. Otherwise, he can get something lame and not cool, like Protection of the Phoenix King and stuff we really don't need. Anyways, next up, we have a newcomer to my Let's Plays. I don't believe I've ever had him before, not that I think of. Jiggery Poof. This is for Jigs, who recently returned to the forums. I've been really trying to shake up my usual roster of Let's Play. I mean, as much as I love my hosts, they've had way too much time in the spotlight, like, honestly. I still love them, but, like, I want to give other people a chance. So, I also want to thank Nat for... I completely forgot he was even around. I'm so sorry, Jigs, man. I mean, for the purpose of Let's Plays, I forgot you existed. Whatever. So yeah, you're a Bright Mage, a Pyromancer, Fire Wizard, whatever you want to call it. Because Korean stereotypes. So yeah, the Bright Wizard has, pretty much fire-focused everything. Fireball, Cinderblast, Wallfire. Wallfire is actually pretty good, although you have to recast it every turn, so... He does get a pretty awesome healing ability, and he also gets a burn status effect, which is nice. Burn, much like in Pokemon, has a random duration. Like, it could stay for 1 turn, it could stay for 1,000,000 turns. No, wait, no, Pokemon you have to cure them. Never mind, my bad. So my brain's just like... But anyways, the burn status stays for a random amount of turns. But with the Bright Wizard, there's like a bare minimum that has to stay on for, I think it's like 5 turns, so... Okay, next up, we have the Shadow Warrior, the Dark Elf, the Master of Disappearing. This can only be Cage. Mostly you'd be going, huh? Who's Cage? Well, that would be Jackie. That is his current new name that he's currently going by, so... Yeah. Specialty is dodging and evading, obviously archery. He has some pretty interesting moves. First off, where is it? Alacrity, whatever, is an awesome ability. See, here's the thing. You have ranged combat and you have normal melee. If you attack with ranged, you can well, I mean, you can't move after you attack, so you can't do both, usually, in the same turn. The Dark Elf is the only character who can by default. I mean, obviously, as you can imagine, there's artifacts, but not counting that, just pure base game. The Dark Elf, the Shadow Warrior, is the only one who can shoot, move, then melee. It is an awesome ability. He also has a bunch of other abilities, which I hope we'll get, like not being able to miss, attacking twice, counterattacking, all that stuff. Really excited to hopefully get that stuff. And now we come to the gruff and tumble ogre. And that would be me, G-Raven or Graven or whatever. Rawr. I'm big, I'm bad, and I'm mean. The ogres are a walking cliche, unfortunately. They have a shit ton of health. They got a shit ton of armor. They got a shit ton of attack. Just one hit and you're dead. Unfortunately, that comes with the trade-off of poor accuracy and not being able to dodge. The ogre almost never dodges any hits. Like, you will just stand there, you will just soak it up and you will take it. And again, your attacks are probably the most inaccurate out of all the characters out there, including the wizards. As you can imagine, the wizards aren't really good at melee combat, but the ogre is even worse. It just like, if you hit the enemy though, you will kill them instantly, guaranteed, pretty much. Unfortunately, you're slow and inaccurate, so I may possibly shove off first and die. And last, but certainly not least, or saving the best for last if you want to see it that way, Lywin Iker, the Witch Hunter. Suave, handsome, dashing, look at that fabulous beard and mustache. Just the kind of man that Nat would be if she had a penis. So there you go. Witch Hunters are an interesting lot because they are the only character in the whole entire game to have a gun. The Warhammer universe is set in a very interesting time. The Witch Hunters are the revolutionary, invented gunpowder kind of thing. And so yeah, the Witch Hunter will be played by Nat. Oh, by the way, Nat says that Paige should die first. So if I accidentally happen to stumble her into a death trap, you know who to blame. Paige dies first. Alright, so let me quickly just, oh wow, 13 minutes and we haven't even done shit. Alright, well, that was the introduction. I got all that shit out of the way. Let us quickly do inventory stuff then, shall we? Okay, well, we could stick with, that, and that. These 4 weapons you get from just doing stuff. See, the thing is, do we want our Ironbreaker to have a 2-handed axe or a 1-handed axe and a shield? I think we'll go with the cliche. We'll go with 1-handed and a shield. Alright, Leilani, slave. She shall be receiving the Reaver Bow, which is a kick-ass weapon. 11 to 13 damage, and it'll have a multi-shot. We're going to be dumping her a stupid ranged ordinary bow. Alright, Tiggy. Here's another big one. Do we give him a 1 sword, 1 shield, or a 2-handed sword? You know what, let's just do that. This will make Tiggy a beast, truly a beast. Alright, so this weapon, it gives you a +1 melee, it ignores the enemy's armor pretty much, and it doubles your attacks. Awesome. Unfortunately, the downside is that it has a chance to attack your foes. So you a bit cray-cray. Let's see here. I don't think Frosty shall be receiving anything. He has enough stuff and enough things. Okay. Now, since we didn't give Death Reaver Trap Lock the X of cutting, we should be giving... this guy can only have double-handed ones anyway, so why not, right? Ta-da! This is another awesome fucking weapon. 11 to 15, double damage on enemies of toughness 7 or higher. In other words, it's a slaying weapon. There's nothing to give to RMXP, although he does have with one of the best items in the game, even though it's common for whatever reason, whatever. At the end of the turn, there's a chance to regenerate. Almost completely, by the way. However, I think the reason is because it can also damage you, but the thing is, the damage is pretty much negligible, honestly. The damage you can do up to like 5, but you can heal up to like 20, so it's worth it. Okay, next up, J10. Question, do we want to give J10 the burning flaming sword, or do we want to give it to Cage? You know what, let's give it to J10. Flop. In case his spells really misfire, like in case he gets defense, we'll need offense, defense. This is the legendary Elven Sword. 10 to 12 damage, attacks, burn enemies. Certainly better than the 2 to 4 he started with. Alright, Jigs. We should be giving him the Staff of Volence, which decreases spell cost by 1. I know it doesn't seem like much, but it adds up after a while. And we're only getting rid of this thing, which is max wounds, not that big of a deal. Alright, Cage will not be getting anything, because he already has both of these lame-ass weapons. Alright. Me am get Hellheart. 7 to 10 damage, it's consumable. Once consumed, it will damage all magic users in line of sight. It's a handy backup in case your attacks miss, which they will. And Nat shall be getting 2 stakes, a pistol, and a saber. I can pretty much imagine Nat just grinning like crazy right now, holding a stake in each hand. And, she also gets a very interesting accessory. It's a talisman of healing. It heals for 4 to 6 originally, but it will scale with with your level, so that's nice. Only drawback is that it only heals you once per dungeon. So you gotta save it for when it matters the most. Okay, so all this stuff is crap. And we sell crap, don't we? Alright. Sell this. Sell this. Sell all the things. Sell all the stuff. Sell all the things. Okay. Is there anything worth buying? 160. See, this would be nice for the Marauder. But I don't think we can afford it. Yeah, this thing will not give us 2. Actually, I'm bad at the maths. Nope, it will come up just short. Getting this home. This would be really nice. Oh hey, I just realized there's an alchemist laboratory here. Huh. Because in my game, there's a blacksmith. I guess these things are a bit random. Oh, never mind. There's a... Oh my god, what am I even... Anyways, you know, let's try to do yield switcheroo, shall we? Yeah, see, that's not even enough. Yeah, no. Okay, forget it. No switcheroos. 1 max wound for you, pal. In case you're wondering, they completely restock, reshuffle, resupply, whatever you want to call it, after every dungeon. So all this will not be back. All this will not be here when we get back. So for those of you that are wondering, this would really come in handy for. Oh, it's a Marauder weapon, anyways. Okay, never mind. Seems like this thing really wants to pimp out our Marauder. Anyways, I've been rambling for 20 minutes. We haven't done shit. Okay, and away we go. Let us go adventuring, shall we? Alright, so these brightly colored ones are the quote-unquote story. One of the things I told Nat, what really appeals to me about this is that there really is no story. They're just a series of side quests. You're not trying to save a princess, you're not saving a kingdom, you're just a bunch of random murderers roaming the lands for cash, taking odd jobs and taking heads. So yeah, these are the side quests. They are obviously tougher, and these... Oh, we gotta guess this. See, the thing is, here's the thing, this will stay here forever, all infinity. For all and all of infinity, it'll stay here. These quests will shuffle around every now and then, and by that I mean every dungeon, so... This right here is very, very, very good. The Witch Hunter will get +8 wounds against undead. We'll do plus more damage, so yeah, we gotta do this. Unfortunately, undead can be kind of tough, but let's go with it, shall we? A little scared, just a little teeny bit scared, but I've had bad luck with undead and killing my party members. I can take on ogres, I can take on goblins, I can take on Skaven. Undead though, it's the vampires necromancy. But anyways, rambling way too much. Our maiden voyage, picking up Nat's equipment. No, you shall not do. Okay, obviously Nat has to be here because she's the undead expert, undead slaying expert. As much as I'm tempted to put me in here, yeah, no, like, I do not want to mess with this shit. We'll definitely need a healer. So, Padre's coming along with us. Range support, I suppose, is a must. And one more. Should probably take on a wizard. Wizard seems like a good person to have, mainly because he has the heals also, so... Because we can't rely on his ring to heal us, and we really need healers against undead. So, okay, so, Nat, RMXP, Frosty, and Slave are off to do the stuff and the things. Yeah, I've 20 minutes for just rambling. Wow. Sorry about that, folks. Hopefully this should be fast. Okay, silver bullets. The warriors are combing a vast area of baleful moorland, looking for a hidden entrance to a lost dungeon, which, according to the scroll discovered by one of you member, hides a powerful weapon. Just when they are on the verge of giving up, a big golden owl feather lands on a large fallen stone pillar that must have been lying there for centuries. The owl looks at the group with saucer eyes and then hoots 13 times. The stone sinks into the ground and a mousy stares. Stares revealed. The warriors descend into the darkness. Alright, we are doing silver bullets. Alright, so we have the Witch Hunter and the Battle Priest taking up positions up front. We have the Grey Wizard and the Elven Archer up the rear. I feel like Slave should be behind Nat, just because. Slave, I hope you're watching this. Nat, I know you probably definitely will be watching this. Okay. I'm a little scared, to be honest, because as I said, I've had very bad luck with undead. And we are playing on hardcore. Junctions. I think I know how junctions work. So, you either go there or you go there. Alright, I feel like we should go straight. Alright, so, let's see here. Shadow Bolt, Healing Mist. See, this will come in very handy at later levels. Oh, fuck. Okay, it's only zombies. That's cool. Like I said, two of the things you do not want to fight are necromancers and vampires. Fucking bastards. Way to go, Nat! You kick ass. Now let's see if your gun does anything today. Nope. Alright, that's cool. That's still cool. Scourge of Chaos. Oh, come on. Alright, whatever. Slave, chop him. Okay. Not what I meant, but okay. Frosty? Okay, now we do have this Bane of the Undead ability, which costs us willpower. Willpower, you haven't seen this guy fight. It is the Witch Hunter special, MP, TP, PP, whatever you want to call it. You regenerate 2 every turn, and if you max out at 12, you get a huge stat bonus to everything. If you get it to 0, you get the opposite. And all your skills cost willpower. But you know what? We can't afford having our archer and wizard raped at this moment. So we are going to take a small morale hit. Power of Christ compels you. Okay, and we found some cave mushrooms. They are utterly worthless, except for sewing as stuff. Alright. And away we go. See, you regenerated too. Skeleton militia and skeleton archers. Not a problem. So essentially you can afford to off one enemy with your that, because you regenerate 2 per turn, so okay, RMXP, come on, show what you got. Swing and a miss, swing and a miss. Frosty can't do shit, because he doesn't have enough to power up anything. By the way, wizards are bad in this game in the beginning, like terrible. Just absolutely terrible. Alright. Let loose. That was a not bad turn. God damn it, RMXP, come on, boy. You can do it. There you go. We found a reptilian eye. Also useless. Alrighty. You take the net, takes the left with slave on her ass. And RMXP and Frosty will go yonder. Ooh, look at this inviting looking table with corpses on it. Okay, so there you go. Nat just got Iron Resolve because she maxed out her willpower at 12. She gets 2 weapon skill, 2 ballistic, and 3 strength. So, yeah. Quite powerful. Alright, but let us continue trekking through the dungeon. So yeah, the next part shouldn't be as long because I won't be rambling as much. Alrighty, right. Slave. I would have loved to have me on the maiden voyage, but, you know. Since we're playing on hardcore, I don't want to take, because this is one of those games where things will snowball. Like, if you lose one party member, you lose a second, you lose a third, and it just gets ugly. It gets ugly as fuck. God damn it. Let's try and take care of that archer. Yeah. Bane of the Undead. Bam. So as you can see, a witch hunter is pretty much essential on these kinds of missions. Alright, slave. Way to go, girl. Putting that bow to good use. Alright. Frosty, once again, can't really do shit. Although he can do a shadow ball this turn, so huzzah. I think it's a little overkill for a spider, don't you think? But Frosty's not one to mind overkill, so... Yeah, you dead. Yeah. Ooh, we got an Orb of Might. Frosty will very, very much so need this. Excuse me. This is basically a mana potion. Except it's not a potion, it's an orb, and it's not mana, it's power, but, you know. In terms you can understand. Alright, proceeding down the dungeon. Every time we get like a surprise attack like this, I get scared. Because reasons and necromancers. Pow. The power of Christ compels you. Demon beyond. Ooh. Oh wait, we already have that one anyways. Boo. Moving on. Moving on up. Dee-dee-dee. Okay, this is where it gets a little tricky. And we don't want to separate our party because Nat's a little slow. Nat's a little slow. Alright, so we're just gonna wait here. Aw shit. Frosty is confronted by a slumped cowled figure crawling towards them, calling for help in a piteous voice. Oh god, this can't end well. Upon reaching the stranger, the warrior realizes that offering aid was not a good idea. The figure slumps in their arms dead, his cowl falling to one side, revealing his plague-ridden face. Boils and pustules cover the stranger's cheeks, and eyes weep a thick yellow liquor. Your warrior's quick reflexes mean he's able to jump back immediately, avoiding any infection with the fallen fighter. The warriors leave the festering body alone. P.U. Alright, we are once again in formation, and we'll be good to go. RMXP? Actually, no. We'll have Nat lead the charge. She's gonna straddle it. Ooh! Short dungeon. Okay. Silver bullets. The warriors can see the silver bullets within sight, but it's surrounded by a horde of monsters who look eager on at the warriors with hungry eyes, desperate for the taste of man, elf, dwarf, or dwarf flesh. The creatures are not choosy. Skeleton militia and skeleton archers. Okay, we got this. Mostly got this. Nat, do that thing you do. We could possibly kill these two. Shoot this one. Alright, that is what we're doing. Nat's going ham. Assuming she can actually hit. Assuming she can actually hit. At least this never misses. The only thing is though, it can have reduced damage, but other than that, come on RMXP, clean up duty. There you go. I shouldn't praise you people. I should like never ever praise you people. The moment I start praising you, you start sucking. Alright, slave. Come on. There you go. You can do it. Frosty is as useless as a wet rag right now. Wet rag. Couldn't even kill a skeleton. And can... Oh, he can... So here's the thing. Nat, if you're watching, you're gonna find this funny. Very funny. Frosty hurts you too when he attacks enemies. Because it's a Frosty thing to do. Now do you see why I gave this guy to Frosty? He has friendly fire on. He will very much so attack his own teammates to attack the enemy. So RMXP and Slave just took some damage on behalf of Frosty. Courtesy of Frosty. So yeah. Yaman. Very, very team-centric. That one. Okay, Nat, I believe in you. I believe. I believe you can fly. I believe you can fly. Good girl. Good girl. Good. Now shoot that one. Yeah. And you know what? We're gonna give all the glory to Nat. Power Christ compels your gonads. It's something that she does. Yeah. Her dungeon, her item, her win. The warriors, having killed off any monstrous resistance, take the magic item. As one steps forward and moves the silver bullets from its resting place, the floor gives way, plunging the dungeoneer into a room below. For a moment, the warrior fears the worst, but is relieved to find they have landed not on spikes or in a pit of venomous scorpions, but a pile of gold. We have the silver bullets, which will add stash. Ooh! You also found a hat. Such a nice hat. Frosty shall have this hat. It takes away toughness, but he doesn't really fight melee anyways. Boom. Not bad. So let's see the final tally score, shall we? Yep, it is totally shocking and surprising that Nat really cleaned up the thing. Frosty had a single kill, Slave had 3, RMXP had 3, and Nat just like pummeled away at 2,000. Okay, I am gonna definitely call this apart because it's 36 minutes. I will see you all very, very shortly. Bye-bye.